I am existing. Feel it deep within. You cannot feel the words. Words are energy and you can feel the energy. Long ago, atom was considered as indivisible. Then came neutron, proton, and electron as particles. Now there is string theory. String theory says that existence is nothing else but vibrations. And where the vibrations superimpose, there forms a cluster of energy. And this cluster or superimposition of energy gives a feeling of a particle. So, Sanskrit language is less words, more. There are many words which are just a rhythm, a wave, energy. In music also, we create certain meaningless words to create an energy flow between the singer and the audience. Many times the singer just creates certain sounds, and these sounds are nothing else but waves. And through the waves, the singer connects to the listeners, to the audience. So this existence is nothing else but a rhythmic waves. And when the singer is creating the sounds, it is in total harmony between his vocal, the sound that he is creating, and the sound that the orchestra, the various instruments or orchestra is creating. And that reaches the audience as waves of energy. And the audience begins to dance in rhythm. Existence is that. The silence that happens between master and disciple is a flow of that energy, is a rhythmic energy. So when you feel I am existing is used as a word, but it is incomplete. Who is I and who is existing? Does I refer to ego? Does I refer to a presence? Does I refer to an energy? That energy exists. And allow this to go deep into your feelings. Go deep into this feeling. This is not a mere words. This is a feeling. When you sit in front of the master, you feel the presence. The silence is not words. It is wordless presence. Just sitting, go deep into this feeling. I am existing. I am. I am. Are you a particle? This I am is a particle. If it is ego, then it is a particle. If it is simply a presence, then you have to feel it. I am. Feel it. Do not need to think anything, because you can say it in the mind. That is what everybody does. Uses a particular zikr or mantra, says in the mind, and mind creates a boredom. It becomes a lullaby and you fall asleep. If you continue to sing, to chant that I am, I am, I am, it is futile. The purpose of transformation, the purpose of the master-disciple relationship is not this. It is that you have to feel the presence, feel the words of the Master going deep into you. Your head is your undoing. Do not go on repeating in the head, I am existing. It is futile, useless, and you will miss the point. What these words, this particular, is trying to communicate to you. Feel it deep down into your bones. Feel it all over your body. Feel it as a total unit, not in the head, but you repeat the mantra, repeat the zikr, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulallah. Only in the mind you go on repeating like a parrot. There is no feeling of this. Or when we say Inshallah, it is a mere words. You do not consider this as an energy. That's why there is no transformation from morning till evening. You go on saying this, or a Christian says, God willing, or any other words. It is a cluster of energy, not a particle. Words come like a particle, but if you allow the words as an energy to flow into you and form a cluster of energy, then a transformation is possible. Then you are feeling it all over your body, not in the head, not in anywhere else. Just feel it. I am. Don't use the word. No need to repeat this word. Subhanallah is not a word, it's a flow of energy, the flow of silence within you. It is an echo of silence within. But for you, it is a word. That is what you have been taught. But it is a flow of energy within. It is a realization of energy that is flowing within you. Do not use the word, because I am relating to you. I am using the words I am. And Shiva was relating to his consort Devi. So he has to use the words. When I am speaking to you or saying something, I am relating to you. You are not yet used to the flow of energy, the silence yet. So I have to use the words in order to create the silence. A musician, a singer is on the stage. He uses the words. But through the words, the things do not happen. The rhythm does not come. The feet does not begin to dance of the audience, of the listeners. Then he creates simply sounds. Sounds, there is a Japanese word, udlai, or any other sound. It is meaningless sound, but it flows into a particular rhythm, like an energy. It creates a cluster of energy and it begins to superimpose, and your feet begins to dance automatically. Even every singer does it, knowingly or unknowingly. But if he does it knowingly, then it becomes an act of meditation, and he can create a meditative process of transformation in the audience, and will realize if the singer is bringing out that sound, that meaningless sound, with this awareness, the response of the audience will be totally different at times. Now, when you are beginning to realize the presence of the Master within you, you feel it within you as an energy flowing into you for the first time. If you are a singer, your impact on the audience will be the same as it is between you and your master. So music can be used that, but most of the people do not use that, do not know this deeper aspect. Because I have to relate to you, I have to use the words I am. And Shiva is relating to his consort Devi, so he has to use the words I am. Don't go on repeating the words. It is not a zikr, it is not a mantra, but we consider kalma, la ilaha illallah, as mere words, as a zikr. It is a flow of energy. When you allow it to flow into you as an energy and it forms the cluster, you are connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not by chanting or repeating the words like a parrot, you can connect to that. The similar is the situation with mantras. Each mantra is called in a particular pattern, 32 beats, divided into two lines. 2 lines are separated by a comma. 8 beats, 16 in one line and 16 in the other. Then there comes the compositions which Kabir did. 2 lines. Composition couplets. William Shakespeare created that rhythmic pattern in 14 lines and called it as sonnet. 12 plus 2. 12 lines are flowing in a particular, the energy is flowing in a particular cluster. Then comes the last 2 lines of the sonnet which carry the essence, which is the soul of the sonnet. That is why it is called sonnet. Then we have ballads. We have the couplets. Couplet is of 2 lines. 13 and 11, 24. One line have 11 beats, the other is 13 beats. And that's when you understand, you flow with that, in that pattern, only then you can understand a Kabir. Only then you can understand a particular sutra of Bhagavad Gita. When you are flowing into the message of that, the message of Holy Prophet is not contained in the words. And when you are connected to his energy field, only then you can connect to him, and through him you can connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All the priests, Maulana, Mufti, Pandits will continue to teach you the words. They cannot create this silence within you. Do not go on repeating the words. It is not a mantra, it is not a zikr. You are not to repeat, I am existing, I am existing. If you repeat, then you will fall asleep and you will become self-hypnotized. This is what the transcendental meditation is all about. Nobody understands this. If you go on repeating a certain things, you become self-hypnotized. First you get bored, and then you feel sleepy, and then your awareness is lost. You will come back from it very much refreshed. Just like you have been into deep sleep. And because after that, after the self-hypnotism that this continuous repetition creates, you feel refreshed, you feel that something is happening into you and you are transforming. This is not transcendence. Just like you have, so that way deep sleep, it is a kind of a deep sleep. You feel refreshed. It is good for health, but it is not meditation. If you are suffering from insomnia, and you use a particular mantra, it is good as it becomes a tranquilizer, and it is good, and or even better. You can go on repeating a certain verse, repeating constantly in a monotonous tone. You will fall asleep. So at times, when people complain or come to me that they are having problem with their sleep, so they are used, when you go to a psychiatrist, a doctor, he gives you tranquilizers. If you use a particular word and keep on repeating it, even your own name, you can do anything. You can listen to the tick tick sound of the clock. It can become a tranquilizer for you. It can become a mantra. Then La ilaha is not alone a mantra. Tick tock, tick 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 is also a mantra. Go on listening to it and you will fall asleep. Because tick tock becomes a mother's lullaby for her child. The child is in mother's womb. Child in mother's womb sleeps continuously for 9 months simply because the heart of the mother goes on in a particular rhythmic pattern, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. That becomes a conditioning, a deep conditioning, the continuous repetition of the heart. That is why whenever someone takes you near his heart, you feel good. When somebody embraces you, it is not the touch of the body that makes you feel good. It is the heartbeat that unconsciously you are drawn towards that and you feel very good, relaxed. That's why when two people, they hug each other and they hug each other for a little time, not just a hug, hold each other in their arms. It is not the touch of the body that is making you feel good. It is not the touch of the body that is making you feel relaxed. It is therapeutic, it is meditational, it is meditation. And in that, the two heartbeats are, if your focus is on the heartbeat that time, not the contours of the body that touch each other. Anything that gives monotony, gives relaxation, you can fall asleep. So this hugging one another and holding into one another's arm, it gives you, connects you to the heartbeat. The two heartbeats are connected to one another and you feel relaxed. In a village, you can sleep more deeply than in a city because village is monotonous. The city is not monotonous. Every moment something new is happening. The cars are moving at different speed. Cars are moving at different speed. Some playing the blaring music, something or the other. Traffic noise goes on changing. In the village, everything is monotonous, the same. Really, in a village, there is no news, nothing happens. Everything moves in a circle. So the villagers sleep deeply. So you want to go to When you want to go to a retreat, what does it mean? It is a kind of a village situation where everything is just monotonous. So the villagers sleep deeply because around them everything is monotonous. In a city, sleep becomes difficult because, like around you, is a very sensational and everything keeps on changing. You can repeat a mantra, you can repeat a word, Ram, Om. It is not the word that is important, it is the monotony that it creates. And that puts you into a situation. When you create a sound, when a singer creates a sound, it becomes an energy pattern. Energy begins to move in a particular manner. You can use the word Jesus. You can use the word Maria or any other. You can use any word and monotonously chant it in a particular beat. It will give you a deep sleep. You can even do this. Raman Maharishi used to give the technique of who am I? And people start using this as a mantra. Keep on saying, who am I? Who am I? It is a feeling. You keep on removing the superfluous layers. They would sit with eyes closed and they would go on repeating, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? It has become a mantra. That was not the purpose. The purpose for which a particular thing has been invented loses its purpose over the period of time. And this is what it is happening. So enough for now.